Hi, everyone. My name is Mrs. Moore. I am your child's language arts and social studies teacher for sixth grade. It is so wonderful to have met them and to be messaging you on Classroom Dojo. And I'm looking forward to a wonderful school year. And I'm hoping that we get back into the classroom as quickly as possible. But until then, there is so much learning we can do even from home. So I wanted to take you through my slides and tell you a little bit more about what school is going to look like this school year for your child. Just a few of my favorite things. So you can always go back to these slides and just get to know them and get to know Miss Litz and I a little better. I will be sharing the classroom this year with a teacher named Miss Litz, and Miss Litz is pictured there with her two children, and she and I have a lot in common. We have been teaching for 18 years. I have only been teaching in Lindenwold Middle School for that entire time. Lindenwold Middle School is my home away from home. It's a job that I have loved. I've taught fifth grade, eighth grade. I've been a literacy coach, and now I get to be your child's sixth grade language arts and social studies teacher. I love reading. I love writing. I love history. So I'm really glad to share all these things with your child this school year. On Class Dojo, I sent this list of helpful apps to you. If you still haven't received it and want to click on that, you can see that this is a live link that's going to take you to the real document. I'll show you that now. And on this document are tons of helpful links that are at your fingertips if you need them. The ones that I think will be the most important to you are copies. By the way, this is in Spanish and also English. Copies of the daily schedule. One big difference between last year and this year that you've noticed already is that your child is going to be expected to enter Google Classrooms at these specific times, which many of them have already done a great job of doing. The day will start early. They'll be in their first period class by 8:05. The teacher will tell them in the Google Classroom whether they have work to do at that time or whether they have a live Zoom to go to at that time. As you can see, at 8:10 in the morning, I posted for your students the exact Zoom time, 8:10. But sometimes your child may not be Zooming if they're working on specific assignments instead. So that's the schedule, and your child has a sheet of passwords and logins. If you or your child need computer help, they'll click that. I'll be letting your child know if they are missing any work right there. If you want access to the online gradebook, you will click on that. If your child needs help, a way for you to contact the teachers. The shout outs that we're giving to students who are doing a great job with remote learning, and just some other language arts marking period goals. Before I say goodbye, I just want to give you some important reminders. I wrote these in English and in Spanish. Please make sure that you're getting my text. You can click on, if your child is in my first period class, which means they see me first up in the morning, they're going to click here. And if they're in my second class, fourth period, they're going to click here. That'll take you to a Dojo login page. And you won't have to do this if you've already done it, but it'll ask for your child's name, and that will tell me that you are now a member of our class, which is great. And some other important reminders is that we are going to be using GoGuardian to talk to, call, communicate with, and watch your child online to make sure that they're all doing the right thing. We have some students now that at 1:30 in the afternoon may look like they're still working on assignments, or maybe they're on YouTube. So we always have a way to know what your child is working on, and it does keep a record of everything your child is doing on their Chromebook, their computer, for that session. So if you happen to be home with your child and they look like they're using their Chromebook for video games or YouTube, all you need to do is check to make sure that they've done all their work in Google Classroom. The way you do that is if you tell them to go to all their Google Classrooms, which will be listed right here. If they click on a Google Classroom and then go to classwork, it'll tell them the work that we had today. So you can always hop on their Chromebook, go into Google Classroom, look around, see if they've turned in the assignment. For them, it will say turned in. And that's how you can check to see if they're doing all their work. And finally, your children have been really great about getting into Zoom meetings on time. Please make sure that they're continuing to do that. I have a lot of kids who miss the Zoom, or they come late into the Zoom. The problem with that is that they're missing important instructions. So please make sure that your child is up in school on Google Classroom on time each day, and that you see them doing a good amount of live Zooms with their teacher. So that's really important. Some of them are missing a Zoom, but they're doing work in other classes, and they shouldn't be. They should be in the class that they're supposed to be in at that time. Okay. And I think that's all the information I wanted to have with you for you. I will be in contact with you on Class Dojo. If any of this changes, remember to click here if you're not yet signed up on Class Dojo. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to get back in person with your children and to teach them in the classroom. And if you have any questions, please message me on Dojo or on the contact information that I listed on the first page here through email, and I will also list my phone number there in the slides. Thank you so much, everyone.